Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the Nintendo DS. Last time we left off, we were introduced to Mo for the well, not introduced to him, but he is a witness. So we tried figuring out what's up with him, and he's kind of contradicting himself here and there. And well, I left off in this cliffhanger. Do we have any basis to believe that the witness that did Mo actually see the crime or not? And be careful. You have to make sure you have it. Well, you do have it, so you just have to prove it. So of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us what that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. And he kept watching them and boom. See? If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. I think that's supposed to be a parody of A-Team. I'm pretty sure. I couldn't read it all. I love the A-Team too. I love the original series. I actually tried watching all the episodes, but kind of got, I don't know, I kind of fell off that for a while. In any case, Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from maximum security clown. Wow, really? Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Oh my god, I can't believe they're making references to this. No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have some type of selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gapes in my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again? So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on a permanent vacation, as they say. Ah! Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until they learn court etiquette. Get it? Got it. Poor Larry. I mean, Larry. Mo. What? No, his name's Lawrence Curls. Mo the Clown. Whatever. Yeah. What the hell? Why did I just think about that right now? It is a damn play on word of Mo, Larry, and Curly. Mo the Clown, Lawrence, Larry, whatever his real name, and Curls, Curly. Man, I am slow sometimes. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, and they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Huh. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever. That should be enough, right? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. Alright, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. Yeah, here we go. Well, here's the thing. You know how they keep talking about his symbols. The black hat, the silk hat, the black robe. However, I believe he has another symbol. And we can see that from his poster here. Hey, his white roses. Shouldn't he be able to see that as well? So I would think that would be a contradiction. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. That silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready now! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, and white roses! You douchebag! What the? Who cares if he knew that they were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Oh wow, he had a good sense on there. Silence, fool! You responded with the whole truth, no fractions. Okay. Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off the defendant when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly materials and effects of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out of me. They run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? And he was talking about the symbols again. Oh, come on. Trillo saw them all! Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols! However, this witness claims that there's no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction! And he has a very good point. Now what am I supposed to think? What is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge! Forget the roses, think about the other testimony! The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica! Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now! Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should be some doubt lingering in your mind. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh, here we go. Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I can forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it all the entire time when he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, we've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me that there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. And that is a confident lawyer right there. So, We could say, well, we have to present something. He was very certain about that silk hat, so... see, blah, blah. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. See, I'm not really sure about that. Let me take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and present this as evidence. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing right that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma. Excuse me for my burping. But where exactly was that silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Oh no! Was that Mr. Bob or Bob? I can't remember. Mr. Han, I don't know. Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. But why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You don't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting above me, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. He's going insane. And actually, he's crying. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger you. Aww. Now he's crying. Enough of these childless outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his robes, he was still wearing his roses. He was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned to a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo, what do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that! Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering a witness, Your Honor! Objection! This witness' testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless! Ugh. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Huh? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? And, yes, I do. One of the first pieces of evidence we ever got was a crime photo. As you can see, there's no other footprints there. So, look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there! Ay, 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 ay! Oh, wow. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of his witnesses' testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys can just ignore everything I said? Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling they're gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused and a bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Wow. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you have heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. And what opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth of what you saw that night. Huh, you're not going to believe me, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. And finally, his last testimony, the truth. And I'll keep this all in, because I believe this part's almost finished up. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's where I saw... He what? No... And this is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there was no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. You've got to be kidding me. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? I'm also doing ellipses right now too. What? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galacta is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying? There's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about the witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Well, we got three options here, as you can see. His eyes are playing tricks, he's telling the truth, or this is all a dream, right? We know it's not a dream, and I don't think his eyes can be playing tricks. I'm pretty sure if when you see something flying, you'll see something flying. So the only option we got left? What you just said was so strange, I don't think he would make it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? Well, that's what I think. Nick, wait! That means the Max actually used magic! Oh, shit, you're right! Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous! Magic does not exist! I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! Or imbecile. I say imbecile, but I think she was saying imbecile. There you go. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind the mystery of mysteries. Why am I hiccuping and burping again? I believe it's enough for today. Court is now in recess. Yeah, well, there you go. I guess we saved. Got another day. Hey, sweeties! What in the world's going on? That's what I would like to know. They said a criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires. I have them hoist me up through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break Magician's Creed to keep the magic trick secret. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find a flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Yes, let's catch this sucker indeed, Maya. So, with that, that is the end of the trial, and we're going to continue on for investigation in the next part. Yeah, because this part went on for quite a while. I probably shouldn't have left off with that cliffhanger, but screw it. In any case, as usual, I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play. Wait, you know what? This happened in my last part too. I can't remember what I said. As usual, thank you all for watching. There you go. And I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for Nintendo DS. I'll see you guys later.